Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name's Cast. Welcome back to another episode of Haikyuu. This time we're on Season 1, Episode 9. In the last episode, we got properly introduced to Nishinoya, who is the libero of the team. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that word right. It seems a bit hard. I feel like there's a lot of different ways I can say that. Let me know if I'm saying that right. Anyways, Nishinoya is the libero of the team, which is sort of like the receiver position, focuses a lot on receiving the balls and the spikes and stuff, and whenever the enemy team blocks, the libero sort of recovers it. That's my understanding of it currently. And it doesn't take up a position on the field traditionally either. Like, I believe the libero is always there. I don't know exactly if I got that right. I'll figure it out as I go. But anyway, we got introduced to Nishinoya properly. He's a very interesting guy. He's definitely very fiery and endearing, and honestly, I like him a lot. First impressions, he seems like a really fun guy to have on the team, but at the same time, he has a bit of a troublesome relationship with another character we got introduced to, who is Asahi, the team's former ace. And I say former because it doesn't appear that Asahi is currently on the team. As I sort of talked about last episode, he seems to be having some sort of potentially confidence issues. I believe they said something about he couldn't really get past a team during one game, and that seems to have taken a serious toll on his confidence. He definitely seems like the type of guy to take a lot of responsibility upon himself, so whenever the team fails, he probably blames himself. But from what I gather, it's just sort of that the entire message that this show has been driving at us so far is that this is a team sport. You know, you can't do everything. I've said it again and again and again. You can't be the spiker, you can't be the receiver, you can't be the setter. You cannot do every position at once. So if that is, if my read on Asahi is correct, then maybe what he really needs to learn most is that just work with the team, do what you do, focus on what you do. It is the other teammates that allow you to utilize the absolute best in you. But, you know, maybe I have the wrong impression. Failure in itself can be a very scarring and just very damaging thing to one's mentality. It's pretty impressive how we as people are able to sort of focus so hard on our negative experiences over our positive experiences. I think negative things in general just have a more strongly reactive presence to them. You know, getting bad news almost always hurts more than the joy of receiving good news. There's a ton of instances where this is the case, but one singular point of failure, having one really bad game or one really bad experience, can almost drive away all the positive impact and all the success that you've had in the past, and it can sort of overwrite that thing in your mind. So hopefully, whatever it is Asahi is dealing with, whatever he's wrestling with, he can overcome it and join the team, because I think if you can say anything about Asahi, you know, even over the confidence thing and all of that, I think you can tell the guy truly loves the sport. He wants to be on the team. He has the passion. He recalls what it looks like from the peak from the summit, you know, the look over the net. He wants to be part of this. So I think he has what it takes. I think Hinata, Kageyama, Nishinoya, I think they'll be able to bring him back into it. At least I hope. Hopefully that's what we're going to get to in this episode. If you would like to check out my reactions to the next episodes right now, they are over on my Patreon. Episode 10 is available in the Soul tier, and episodes far past that are on the Ascended tier. Those reactions are also extended length, meaning that you get more reaction and more discussion to go along with each and every episode. You can also go follow me on all my socials, such as my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Twitch. The links are in the description. Let's get straight to it. So I wonder if him seeing them practice is gonna inspire him at all. Yeah, we know the feeling. Everybody is sort of shocked whenever they see how good they are. And skill aside, just their passion for it it's infectious. Right. It also seemed to mean something to the coach character. Yeah, that's quite the title card. I see. Oh, I don't think so. I don't know about Suga, but not Noya. Yeah, this is one of the older characters too. I believe he's the third year. Oh. It's tough love. Oh. Okay, maybe not. なんかいろいろ気まずいとか気づらいとかそういうの関係ないからな。まだバレエが好きかもしれないなら。Okay. 戻ってくる理由は十分だ。 A little bit harsh with the words, but I think I see what he's going for. Yeah, I wish I knew the full story. Him saying that he doesn't care about his anxiety is a little bit, I don't know. It's a strange thing for someone like Daichi to say, because Daichi seems like a really caring dude normally. He's probably just frustrated with him though. Episode 9, A Toss to the Ace. He's such a stalker. He keeps harassing this guy. Of course he is. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Oh, okay. Too much nostalgia? He's maybe moved on from that part of his life. He doesn't want to taint it, maybe. I see. I can respect that though. I can respect that. That's understandable. The end of Golden Week. Yeah, this definitely meant something to him. Oh. Wow, it's like that kind of rivalry for him. That's cool. So he's gonna have his own rivalry with a different coach. I think he's in. Maybe a little bit, but it's working. There it is. There it is. Of course he will. This is about pride. Yep. Cool. I knew he'd come along. I like that. It's sort of building up a thing for him as well. He has like a different t-shirt on every time, right? Didn't his other t-shirt say something else on the back the first time we saw him? That's pretty cool. He's got the right mentality. He definitely reminds me a lot of Hinata. I mean, he has his differences, but he's focused on what's right. They're like, isn't that the guy from the store? Didn't he give us free popsicles or something? Nah, he's gonna stay the whole time. Right, yeah. And he has experience too, so he knows what's up. Oh, did he invite his Carsuno Neighborhood Association? That's the team he plays with, maybe. We're gonna have a bunch of adults just destroying them. I kind of wish somebody would like go have a one-on-one with him. Try to actually get to the root of the problem and talk him through it. Damn, they're squatted up. The most serious rec team of all time. Yeah, they don't look that much older, to be honest. He has no feeling on the situation at all. Noya has his reservations about playing with that Asahi. Oh. He just knew. His senses were tingling. This guy has no idea of the situation at all. He said, get your ass in here, let's go. I like it. Also, I saw Tanaka in the window. Pretty funny. There's something about Tanaka, man. I really like both Noya and Asahi's character designs quite a lot. Like, more than the other characters, I would say. They're very distinct and interesting looking. In a good way. Oh. Ooh, they get to compete against each other?
に譲るとかじゃないですよね。菅原さんが引いて俺が繰り上げみたいな。ごめんですよ。
I think in a way he might want to test himself as well.
影山が入ってきて正セッター争いしてやるって思う反面、どっかでホッとしてた気がする。でも俺はトスを上げることにビビってた。
Oh.
俺のトスでまたスパイカーが何度もブロックに捕まるのが怖くて、圧倒的な実力の影山の影に隠れて安心してたんだ。
But is that what he actually wants or
ス
not?
パイクがブロックに捕まる瞬間考えると今も怖いけど、もう一回俺にトス上げさせてくれ。
Okay. Asahi, you weren't the only one that was sort of scarred by that failure, it seems.
負けないからな。
Alright.
俺もっす。
Okay, this is cool. This is like a couple of our characters are sort of coming to head with what they've been dealing with right now. Oh, this is gonna be good. I can feel it already. Yeah, he's gonna be excited. But if he can actually outdo him, I doubt it. I feel like when Asahi clicks, whenever whatever he's dealing with mentally unwinds, he's gonna have it. He's just gonna be unstoppable. Yeah, I mean, I think the experience is something you can learn from no matter what. I love how like they positively reinforce them so much. And of course, Suga is so humble, he'll never take credit for it. Yeah. He's trying to prevent what happened from happening again. I think that's what I'm getting from it. He doesn't want someone like Asahi to feel like it all relies on him. I feel like he's the only person that feels this way about himself, but that's often why it's so tragic. People clearly want him there, and he wants to be there, so it's one of those like self-sabotaging things. Yeah, that's what he was looking for. This is the mentality that he needs. This is just like the way he wants to feel about things. Oh, are we gonna get some... Oh yeah, we're gonna see what actually happened. This will hopefully clear some things up for me. Good save. Good set. It's not it. Yeah. I can definitely see why he might feel like it's his fault. His voice actor is really familiar. I'm not sure who it is. Date Tech, huh? Not sure who these guys are. Don't think I've ever heard of them before. That's not even how it works though, man. That's just not how it works. You're the only one giving up on yourself here. They all still believe in you. Oh, and that's what happened to the broom. Oh. Yeah, I mean, if you give up... Right. It kind of makes everyone else's efforts for nothing as well whenever he's the one that gives up. The whole picture is sort of coming together a lot more for me now. I'm starting to understand exactly what the problem is. And honestly, that wasn't something I necessarily considered about like a perspective on all of it, but I can definitely get where Nishinoya is coming from. It's really, really, really frustrating to put a lot of effort into something, especially something that requires a team, and then only one person on the team completely gives up. They give up before anybody else. You know, it's one thing if the entire team realizes that, you know, maybe this isn't a match we can win. But even if you realize that, as somebody that feels that quite often, you know, I do a lot of things on competitive teams, whether it's in a video game or in a real sports thing, there's often times where at some point, you know, it's going to cross your mind that we're probably not going to win this. But personally speaking, giving up is just like never really something I care to go through, because I feel like if you're going to learn anything and if you're going to grow as a player, you're going to grow through failure. That's like a super, super common concept and a common, you know, just theory is that you don't learn through winning, you learn through losing. So I personally never try to let that go to waste, but I can definitely understand in the moment, especially when tensions are high and emotions are high, how it can sort of get the better of you and you can sort of take on a bunch of negative thoughts on yourself or about other teammates or whatnot. It sort of seems to have happened to an unhealthy degree with Asahi, and it's really sad to see. But realistically, you're not going to win every single game. You're not going to have every single spike do exactly what you want. Not every spike is going to go through. Some of them are going to get blocked. And I feel like it's almost a cruel cycle from the fact that the better you are and the more often you succeed at something, the more it stings to fail. If you're just not used to failing at all, if you're always used to winning and having your skill just rise above everybody else's, it stings all that much more whenever you end up failing. It seems so much more profound, like something changed, something's wrong with me, something is causing me to be this way, and it's actually just my fault. It's not always like that. This is a team sport. And even if you have your moments of failure, you can still fall back on your team. Clearly, nobody on this team is actually blaming him. The only thing that they're mad about him for is him giving up. So it is a bit sad to see this happen, especially to somebody who is clearly as passionate for the sport as Asahi is. So there's a lot of things that could happen in this match, but hopefully he has a moment where he can regain his confidence. But more than anything else, I feel like he needs to speak or have a moment with Suga or Nishinoya where he sort of realizes this is not all on him. He needs his team and his team needs him in the respective ways. And even if you don't win every single time, even if you're not a perfect player, you can still get better. You can still become a stronger team. And that's how you move forward. Oh, and this broken broom. This is what Suga said. Maybe it can be fixed. I think he's talking about meaning the relationship between Asahi and Nishinoya, or just the team in general. Maybe it can be resolved somehow. It's not all about winning, man. Yeah. Hey, look, it's Mr. Toupee. Oh! Oh, that's definitely how he got suspended. Wow, very bold of him. Careful, man, your wig's gonna fall off. Thing's gonna fly away if you don't tape it down. But look at that. The communication, the reliance on someone else. Yes, yes. Thank you. He actually said it out loud. He's finally realizing it. I put a smile on my face. It was so simple. Just so clearly stated. Here's where the momentum builds. So leave it to him. Naka's scared. I want to see him call for it. Oh, okay. Wow. He hit it pretty hard, though. Oh! Got it. How do you think he got all those bruises?
跳ね返されたボールも俺が繋いでみせるから。だからもう一回トスを呼んでくれ。エース。
I very much hear Bakugo's voice actor, especially when he gets emotional.
誰にあげる？
Call for it.
レフトからのオープン。
Call for it,
で
please.
ももう一回朝日にあげてまた止められたら。
No.
菅原さん。もう一回
Yeah.
決まるまで。
Yeah.
ですだね、王様。あ？
Now's not the time.
分かってる。分かってるけど。トスを待ってない朝日にトスを。
But if he's able to do it,
3枚ブロックと勝負させ
they'll
るなんて。
both feel so much better about themselves.
スパイクが打てるのはトスが上がるから。
もう一回俺にトス上げさせてくれ。朝日。
It's not a solo thing.
トスが上がるのはそこへ
Yes.
つなぐレシーブがあるから。
And then the setter sets it.
繋いだボールをあんたが勝手に諦めんだよ。そのスパイクを打つのだって俺だけじゃない。
Believe in your team, man.
仕事をしていたのに。
Yes. Yes, exactly.
一人で勝てないの当たり前です。
So do it. Call for it. It's just building.
だからもう一回トスを呼んでくれ。エー
Come on.
ス。おらい。
No, get out of here, not you.
すがー。もう一本。
Come on, now do it. That was really cool. That was so intense.
トスを呼んでる。
No, please don't get blocked. Just let him have this one.
単純なこのトスでも精一杯丁寧に。
Come on.
君向こうのチームに肩入れしてんの。
Nah.
悪いけどまた
He's gonna score whether they like it or not.
何の意味もねえよ。頼もしい背中の守り。俺のための一番打ちやすいトス。
He was worrying for nothing.
単純で当たり前のことをいつの間にか忘れていた。
It's a team sport, my dude.
一人で戦ってるんじゃない。
You got this. Oh. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. He went right through him. That's some power right there. That was awesome. That was so cool. I love that. It just so well paced, so well built up in only a short span of 2 episodes. That was just that payoff felt just right. I like that quite a lot. I don't really know what it is. I don't really know how to put it into words, but it just feels so right. The way they pace it, the way they build it up, the way every single character has realistic motivations and realistic backstories. One thing, kind of a separate note, I really like how this story, it doesn't start when Hinata and Kageyama join the team. The world doesn't begin with them, right? There is clearly a well-established backstory. Things happened before our main characters ever joined Karasuno, which is a really nice touch. I like getting into the backstory of some of these other characters. It definitely makes it feel like a more developed cast and a developed world without necessarily even having to put that much time into it. It just reminds you that they have lived experiences. But like I said, it just feels so right, the way that they piece these things together, and it makes me have like a bit of a baseline into some of these characters and how it can very quickly spark emotion and how it can very quickly spark I can like these characters really fast because they have such relatable and realistic problems into solutions. And it doesn't feel rushed somehow. We're 9 episodes in and we've had Kageyama, Suga, Asahi, Nishinoya. All of these characters have been, I mean, I don't want to say the word thoroughly because, you know, it hasn't been that much, but there's already a backstory and a connection. We understand what they've been through, what type of person they are, the things that they struggle with, the things that, you know, that holds them down. And then it also manages, along with all of that, to reinforce the main themes of the story, that teamwork makes the dream work, and it just does it in a simple but still refreshing way. I can already tell you I'm really excited for what comes next, whatever that may be. That'll do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.